Time for us to deal with Percival Rackham's trial. Following the playlist, obviously I'll have skipped some like the easy stuff that just does not require any guidance whatsoever. Either way, let's get this quest started. So let's get the conversation with Percival done. Whilst I'm just skipping through this, just want to say make sure that your gear slots are empty. Don't have anything in here. And actually, if you go and do your first Merlin's trial, pick any. I haven't done any with this character because I want to do them as a video. Because you'll have done one as a part of the story quest, doing a second one will get you an extra row of inventory slots. So I highly recommend doing that because there's going to be a lot of loot dropping in this mission. So we're just basically going to follow Professor Fig. We'll come to a ruin. Oh, it's closer than I thought it was. We're going to be stealthing around in a minute. So let's just make sure you got your stuff equipped. I actually like to have my utility spells on their own page, so I can switch to this in stealth. So you can stealth your way around this. It is, I don't want to necessarily say tough, but you can see that they're in pairs. If you execute things like too close to each other, then they'll notice. So have to bear that in mind. And they seem to have like fairly, I don't necessarily want to say random again. They don't seem to have like a set path they always take. They're not on like timed routes or anything, it seems, most of the time. This guy's coming for me. Let's move down here.
Could do with a nice mushroom stew about.
If we can get the Sentinel, these double dagger dudes that have the extra powers, this is obviously going to be more helpful should things go wrong. So make sure you get the kind of upgraded guys. These basic ones are easy, but I mean they're all easy. But if we're going to go in order of difficulty. I've just not had to heal because obviously this is my second time through the game. I've just not had to heal much. I've got so much healing. I did not have this my first time through. Have I got a barrel? A barrel? No. There's no way we get both of these.
Hello?
Yeah, he's gonna notice it.
Someone's here.
See, that's what I mean by like when they're close by, they'll notice. So you can't be like too obvious about it. With the enemies down there, take a second to go ahead and loot anything. I don't think there's like particularly major things to collect. Although I have noticed if you pick up like notes and stuff, it does seem like it adds to the story, which is really interesting. Okay then, with the intrusion done, back to looting.
It's locked.
You can get teased with the unlock spell. Unfortunately, we don't get it yet, which is a shame.
An unlocking charm.
Very handy. No time now, but if you don't learn it...
Again, loot your way up to the top of the tower.
Welcome.
And whilst it's not obvious... Oh, he didn't speak to me straight away before. It is obvious. Okay, the first time I came in here, he didn't auto-proc, which means the thing that made him proc for me the second time I came up here is if this does not activate for you, you'll need to go back downstairs and out the front and back up here, because that's what happened to make him work for me, which is why I was about to say it. But apparently on the way back through, it was fine. And he's telling us to go back downstairs, and I don't know if you noticed or not whilst you're exploring, there's like a little magic patch on the ground that we need to go and interact with. Which will allow us to continue. Okay, cool. So after a little bit of movement forward, I'm probably not going to show the previous room just because it's so easy. You walk up to a door and press square on it.
I've seen this before.
We can now move forward. Hopefully I can edit all the sniffles out. I'm so sorry. I'm still suffering a little bit with my chest. I really don't know what's up with me. But like, breathing at the moment is an issue. But so far everything's pretty straightforward until we get to the puzzles. Puzzles are pretty good. I'm pretty sure I know where all the loot is and how to get it all. So this game is actually very good at hiding stuff, so if I miss like a chest or something, leave it in the comments, because even if I miss it and you want to leave me some like, you know, evil demonic comments, as long as it helps somebody, I don't mind. Anyways, back up to the top. Right here, we're going to see a mechanic at play, and this is going to be something that is going to become more apparent as we go through different puzzles. Actually kind of reminds me of Hellblade, and that's not a bad thing, because I really like Hellblade. This is really weird. Oh, I don't know why. It always weirds me out when the floor does this weird, like, I don't know. I don't want to say like liquid, but there's like weird soft feel. It's just weird. It's just weird. I don't know why it spins me out, but it does. Right, so we need to find a magic point on the ground. Before that, there's no such thing as loot being left behind.
More traces of ancient magic. Something must be different.
Yep. You can see that side's the same. That side's different.
Revelio.
Time for our first fight. Some Guardian dudes on the go. Hello, you, big boy.
These are never a welcome sight.
There they are. These are
I don't know what to expect then.
Okay, with the enemies down then, as always, make sure you put your Revelio on. We want to be
Revelio.
making sure we see everything. So this had me here for longer than it should have done, because there's a chest in the middle of that room, and it basically becomes really easy to get. So we want to pull ourselves with this. Ourselves with this. Ourselves with this. Oops. Then activate this. As you can see behind us, suddenly, all of this is now available. So can I make the jump from here? Yes. And then over there, we're going to want to put ourselves over this way. Then over this way.
What did that burst of magic do? Perhaps I should examine things from both sides of the archway.
And we can go back over. So that gets us all the loot in here. I spent way too much time trying to work out how we got that chest in the middle. Yep, so now we can go through the portal, grab the loot from the chest,
The archway.
and then we can continue. Now we are in the
statues.
next zone.
Not making this easy on me.
Okay, so I actually really like this next puzzle. So we want to run up the stairs, pull over the platform. Activate this. What we do is this side.
Seems I ought to explore this archway from both sides.
Okay, so with the bridge gone then, and the excitement has died down, we want to come on up the stairs, and we're going to pull it over. Should be able to pull it over. No, yeah, no, yeah, come on. Should be close enough. We can jump onto it.
So that's it.
Pull ourselves over that way.
Of the archway to get the platform to the other side of the bridge.
So that we can get the loot. And then we can go back through the portal. Which I think we have to do from this side. Yeah. Then we go up on top of the bridge. Go over. And that way.
So that's it. I need to use both sides of the archway to get the platform to the other side of the
Cool.
bridge.
Allows us to continue.
I'll never get used to these floors.
So let's keep moving forward. Got another one of these weird floors again. Enemies to fight. Quite a lot of them actually. So let's give a quick Revelio before we move on. And the way forward is down here. This puzzle's also kind of cool. We're going to want to pull this. Oh, do you want to pull it over? So it doesn't really matter. So we're going to jump over onto there. Yeah, so we want to go right first. That should allow us to see that little pull lever there at the back. Which gives us loot. Then we can happily pass through this. This doesn't count as like a transition. Then want to pull this over. Should be able to jump on it. Right, now we're going to want to pull ourselves back out a little bit.
On each side of this archway.
Then you want to use this to get this level with the portal. You're going to see why in a second. Oops.
Accio.
Then we pull on the other platform. That's going to level us both out at the portal. Which means we can continue the mission.
Revelio.
I can't remember if there's anything to get on this side. Why is it giving us these side ones? Maybe it's just so we can level ourselves up again. I don't know.
Things are definitely different on either
Anyways,
side of
let's
the
continue forwards.
But how?
Next room, obviously, we get some loot. Oh, wow, this was way quicker than I remember a bit. I can't carry anymore. Oh, we're gonna push. It's okay. Okay. It's okay. That should be your clue, by the way, as to what's coming. It's a boss. It's a boss. But once you know what to do, make sure you have a spell of each color ready for this, because that is going to be important for this boss fight. So you want a red, purple, and a yellow.
Don't like the look of this.
Okay, so once all the initial enemies are done, we're going to get the boss. Now, its normal attacks are pretty easy. See how telegraphed they are. Just circle to get out of the way. It's susceptible to the L1 R1, but I don't want to use it right now because I just want to make sure that I've got the boss fight in on this. Right, so when it starts doing the bauble, you want to use the relatively... You want to use the colour spell that is relative to the ball that it's starting to cast it. This is what is going to get you the destroy orb as it is charging up. I don't know if that gets us particularly lots extra. It stops it from throwing those balls at you, and they're kind of hard to avoid, so it's definitely a good idea to do that. Then we have flawless victory to 95. Damn it! Could have given me 5 more hits.
What a relief.
Another pencil.
More loot, more importantly.
Now to find a way out of here.
So it's as simple as walking through the door.
That must
And
be
we'll be
the
back at the map chamber. Speak to Fig, and we will have finished the quest.